Hello everyone. I'd like to welcome you to this BlizzPro report. Today we're going to be looking at Overwatch Unraveled. BlizzCon 2017 overloaded us with information, and some of it may be hinting at future heroes. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the concept arts and ideas that may spawn future heroes. First up, we've got a very large sheet of different characters, some familiar, some unfamiliar. Let's first go through the ones that we're sure of. Down in the left corner, we've got an early Roadhog. We've got Angelica, who we come to know as Mercy. They've got Mercy here, but it's actually Farah. They've got someone here named Britt, who is a mech pilot, which I think they probably used to make Diva, and took the British part and made it Tracer. We've got Reaper, Winston. Now Troy looks awful familiar to Soldier 76. His abilities aren't quite right, but that profile and look just seems like him. We've also got this character Watcher, who looks an awful lot like the new character revealed, Moira. She's got teleportation and transfusion, which may be an accurate description of her weapons and her healing ability. We've also got Longshot, who we now know is Widowmaker. Ironclad, who is Torbjorn. Symmetra, it looks pretty close to what we would expect, but if you look at her prosthetic arm, it looks a whole lot more like Torbjorn's. And their Hanzo is what we know of as Genji, but his abilities are still Hanzo's abilities. So we can mark all those characters off as not likely future heroes. That still leaves us with quite a few. Some I'm not so sure of. First up, Hivemind. With his lightning gun, disable, and EMP pulse, 2 out of 3 of those abilities, and you've got Sombra. But a lightning gun and a completely different profile and backstory by the looks of it, it's still possible. Now Recluse has the same color scheme and kind of feel as Sombra, but as you can see there, we've got a mouth beam, which is very un-Sombra-like. And the rest aren't quite so sure. We could say Rumble is what became Orisa, a siege mode, stationary shield. Energy bolt doesn't quite fit, but the rest kind of lines up. But we've got some really interesting characters. Luke with a chain sword spawns minions and a flame strike. That sounds like a ton of fun. Freak with green mohawk. He's got a cannon and a stomp and some kind of attract. Who knows what they would come up with? Now, if we take a look at the next piece of artwork, it's what they actually took to Activision to help sell the game. Now, there's again a lot of characters that we already know of. Some I'm going to believe will be the guy with the green jaw, and the green, which I'm assuming is a whole arm, is probably Doomfist. Let's go ahead and mark off the big red guy as well. We now know he's what they were calling Wild Beast, but has become Reinhardt. The tank in the back, that's probably an early form of Bastion or Diva's mech. And the rest we pretty clearly have seen before. So let's mark those all off. That leaves us again with some pretty interesting characters. We've got someone with a crossbow. We've got a guy with a prosthetic jaw, which we've might be wanting to call Lockjaw. We've got a character in the back with big purple and green, some kind of appendages, and a big open mouth beam. We've got a guy in a hazard suit with some kind of spray gun, some kind of poison or something, I would assume. It has elements similar to May, but the theme is completely different. It's got a spray gun and some kind of canister. They could have reworked that one to make May, but it's still open to adding new things. And on the far right, we've got a guy holding what looks like Winston's gun, but he's also got some kind of hover pack. So that opens up quite a bit of options. Now, they did try and go and see how far away they could get. Some of these ideas, we've got this creepy alien guy. We've got some kind of omnic or mech with some kind of harpoon gun. This is still likely because one of the maps that they talked about was actually an underwater map. So if that ever came about, this guy would make more sense. And then we've got this rocket hockey player, which to me was probably an early incantation of Lucio. You can see it kind of taking shape in his hockey outfits. And then we get really out there. We've got all sorts of jetted and flying creatures. They were really trying to push it and see what would make it. But two of these ideas may actually still occur. We've got these chimp type characters, which could be early renditions of Hammond. Now we know when they teased Horizon Lunar Colony that people were expecting Hammond to make his way to Earth. This could be early artwork for Hammond. Now, they all had a lot of fun making characters, and one of their favorites was Jetpack Cat, but they plain out stated this was not making it into the game. Sadly, it looked like a ton of fun, and everyone loved playing it, but it just didn't fit the universe. Now, concept art isn't the only places we might be seeing new heroes. Reinhardt had a new animated short, Honor and Glory. And in that, we see a new character, Bridget, who is Torbjorn's daughter. Now, she's got some attitude and is ready to go. Many people feel like she is on the verge of being the next hero. She's already got character models, attitude, and if you pay any attention to Twitter or the internet, a huge following of people who want to know more. Now, this is only just a short list of some of the possible heroes we may be getting. There could be tons of clues that are hidden even deeper. Which ones have you found? What characters would you like to see? Let us know. And until next time, keep your eyes open. This is Blue Orion with your BlizzCon report. And if for all your Blizzard needs, go ahead and check out blizzpro.com. And you can find me on Twitter at Blue Orion. That's with a 30 in the middle. Or you can email me at blueorion@gmail.com. Again, that's with a 30 in the middle.